Spoiler alert. In the final act of the film, Braven, Joe Braven, played by Jason Momoa, finds himself in a desperate battle for survival against the drug traffickers who have invaded his remote cabin in the snowy wilderness. The confrontation escalates when Casson, played by Garrett Dillahunt, the ruthless leader of the drug traffickers, takes Joe's young daughter, Charlotte, played by Sophie Nellis, hostage in a bid to force Joe to reveal the location of the drugs they seek. Joe, fueled by a father's protective instincts, embarks on a harrowing mission to rescue his daughter and eliminate the threat posed by the criminals. He uses his knowledge of the terrain and his resourcefulness to set traps and ambush the attackers. The action sequences in this final part of the film are intense, showcasing Joe's strength and cunning as he outsmarts the criminals one by one. Meanwhile, Joe's father, Lyndon Braven, played by Stephen Lang, who has been injured in an earlier confrontation with the criminals, also plays a pivotal role in the final showdown. Despite his injuries, Lyndon manages to rig explosives around the cabin, turning it into a deadly fortress that he hopes will help his son and granddaughter survive. As the climax unfolds, Joe engages in a brutal hand-to-hand combat with Casson. The fight is gritty and intense, and it's clear that Joe is fighting not only for his life but for the safety of his daughter. The cabin becomes a battleground, with explosions and gunfire echoing through the snowy wilderness. Ultimately, Joe manages to outwit and overpower Casson, securing his daughter's safety. However, the explosive traps set by Lyndon are triggered, leading to a massive explosion that engulfs the cabin and several of the drug traffickers. This explosion serves as a fitting and explosive conclusion to the film's intense action sequences. In the aftermath, with the threat eliminated and Charlotte safe, Joe and his father survey the damage caused by the explosive showdown. The film ends with a sense of relief and triumph as father and son, battered but victorious, share a moment of closure, knowing that they've protected their family and their home. Braven is a gritty and action-packed thriller that showcases Jason Momoa's physical prowess and determination as he fights to protect his family from a deadly threat. The film's conclusion is a satisfying and explosive climax to a story of survival and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds.